Hey everybody, it is good to be back. It's Joe White here from Get Life Coaching, and welcome to another edition of Live Free. Have you ever felt that sometimes the more that you try to grow, the more you try to break free from a limiting pattern, a limiting feeling, emotion, the more that limiting pattern, feeling, and emotion pulls you back, the more it sucks you almost like a black hole, like some scene from The Godfather. Well, today we're going to focus on the demystification of why sometimes it's so hard to change. And really a simple key, a simple distinction, a simple understanding that can help you create that shift. Because think about this, and some of this you might have heard before through different editions of Live Free, but as we grow into more uncertainty. See, growth is only done through uncertainty. We don't grow through certainty. Certainty produces security, more comfort. That's not a bad thing, but it doesn't produce growth. So anytime we try to grow, anytime you try something new, anytime you try a new pattern, right, a new behavior, a new action, it's automatically guaranteed to give you some or a bunch of uncertainty. Now, think about these old patterns. These old patterns are driven deep within us that we're trying to change. And these old patterns that we're trying to change are very often, when times of uncertainty, times that we feel out of our comfort zone, we are going to gravitate to them. We're going to gravitate to what we know. It may not be what we want or how we want or why we want. We may know intellectually we deserve more, but emotionally we're drawn back to them. Why? Because that's what gives us comfort. That's what gives us familiarity. And think of it, basic. When we're out of comfort, we know what we want. We want to feel in comfort. We're back less out or more in familiarity or what we know. So it's almost like this catch-22. The more that we grow, the more uncertainty that we occur. The more uncertainty that we feel, the more these old patterns want to pull us back to what we know. And where it gets really screwy is sometimes intellectually we know we deserve better. We know we should change. We know that what we want or where we want to be is more about what we deserve in our core. So intellectually we got it, but yet emotionally we're still caught up. And it creates almost a level of despair. If the pattern's deep enough or you've been trying long enough to break free, because it almost begins to feel like it's hopeless or it's helpless. And we know that's depression. Or maybe it feels like learned helplessness, right? Where it's permanent, pervasive, and personal. And eventually we just stop trying because we rather settle into a groove or a rut because at least it's comfortable. And it may not be what we want on the deepest level, but you know what? Getting disappointed time in and time out and knowing better, that hurts on a very deep level. And eventually, who wants to hurt? So if by taking action, trying something new causes pain, eventually we'll say, you know what? This is easy to solve. I'm just going to stop trying. And then we start believing that what we want and what we desire isn't for us. Or maybe we're not worthy of it. I know that's a lot to take in 3 minutes here. But the important thing I want you to focus on is the need for two things. Number one, create a new pattern and have to have that pattern replace the old pattern. In other ways, as you go out to and you create that level of uncertainty, now all of a sudden, where you gravitate to kind of balance things out, to reestablish that level of certainty or comfort, is this new pattern within yourself. And the challenge, I know, it's because so many times people come to me and say, yeah, I get this, Joe, but I intellectually I know one thing, emotionally I know something else. And again, that disconnect occurs. So the second thing is you got to associate more pain to where you're at than the pain of going to a new pattern and not feeling comfortable. In other words, you got to associate more pain to the very thing that you're feeling at this moment than whatever the level of uncomfortableness that you're going to experience in the process. And it can be easy sometimes just with awareness, or sometimes it really does. It takes a deeper, more intensive approach to clean this out. So I want you to begin to think about, what has it been costing you? I'm going to give you a couple questions right now. Okay? And we've used these before in the past. These are our leverage creating questions. Real quick here. And the first question is, what is it costing you right now for not changing? What does it cost you in the past? What does it cost you in the present? What does it cost you in the future? In your areas of your health, relationship, your creativity, of your emotional balance, your finances, your career, your spirituality. Number 2 is, what are the side benefits? What is the benefits of not changing? I know you're going to say there's nothing, but there's always some side benefits, or you wouldn't be doing it. Number 3, what is the pain of changing? What's going to cost you? You want to identify those triggers that's going to cause you to come back. Identify those things, those bumps in the road. They're going to happen. It's going to happen to you or me or anybody who tries to change. You better be ready for them and prepare a strategy for them. Instead of being surprised and saying, oh my God, I just quit smoking, I gained weight. Oh no, what do I do? Well, let me go back to smoking. No, you're going to have to deal with certain issues anytime you create change. And 4, what's a benefit? What is a pleasure? Not only in the areas of your relationship, your career, your health, your energy, your creativity, your finances. But what does it mean to you on the personal side, on your identity of who you are? And how, by doing that, how will that cause you to grow? And by growing, what will you contribute to others? So I know I dumped a lot on you here. So please feel free to rewind this. Or heck, you know what? If you want some help here, 2 things. Number 1, take the 7-day challenge. Just go to our website, www.getlifecoaching.com. It's a complimentary program, our gift to you. And we walk you through this whole process. Or if you're like me and you want a little bit something more intensive, give us a call and we'll do an introductory session. It'd be a great way to at least align yourself and kind of see things in much more of a detailed, much more of a focused point. And by all means, at least do your homework. Answer those 4 questions. I cannot tell you how many things in my life I changed by just gaining the awareness and becoming associated to the pain and what it's costing me, and then becoming associated to the pleasure of what I want. So that's all I got for you today. Okay? Gotta stay within this 10-minute time frame or I can't upload this to YouTube. So I wish you an amazing day, amazing week. Have an absolutely crazy day and enjoy life. Live it to the fullest. You know that. And so until next time, live free, everybody. My name is Joe White from Get Life Coaching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.